Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear the music on? I had a big problem with the OBS. Hi guys. Can you hear me? Please say something in the chat if you can hear me. Yes, thank you, Eurobob. Oh yeah, we lost a lot of people. Well, shit happens. Yeah, that was a problem. But anyway, this will be up here. So the problem I had is, I don't know why I opened OBS and suddenly everything, the configuration was lost and I had to redo everything from scratch. It was I'm sweating right now. Sorry, apologies. I hate to be to have a delay. I like to be on time always, but apologies. Yeah, maybe let's wait a second and let's see if we can get more people here, because we had a lot of people in the other link, but yeah, we lost that shit. Yeah. But I hate when this happens. So, all good. So anyway, no problem, because this is a thing that happens now, and in the future, for future guys that come here, everything is good. But we had a problem with the transmission. But okay, we are right now here. Yeah, you heard the music, you can hear my voice, I suppose, and I hope. And now let's see what is happening here with MNodes, and let's talk about the pricing and and get everything clear from the beginning, because I believe that for me it's super important to be transparent with you and be honest. Yeah, I did dispatch today before the stream. Parboiled rice. Say, I read the email and I agree with all the decisions you made about the pricing, etc. I will be purchasing day one. Would love to be able to purchase and use early access. Thank you for your message. Right now we are in the beta, so we have the Discord. We have a Discord channel with some guys that are doing an amazing work with the beta. I'm having a lot of a nice inputs and super interesting inputs with videos and things, and we are building a really nice and complete project. It's much better than the beginning right now. So then when I start the beta, I added a lot of things. So let's talk about my promise for you. What is my promise to you? Yeah. The price of MNodes will be 79 euros plus taxes. In a lot of countries, probably you will not pay any tax, but in others you will pay some taxes. But yeah, 79 euros. So, but then this is the first price. So 79 euros is the regular and the offer price. Is the only price. I talk with other resellers to maintain this price always. So we will have never offers or deals. So 79 euros is the first price, and from here the price it will be going up. So if you buy today is the best moment to buy MNodes. I believe 79 euros it's a cheaper price, because what I'm doing, right, so there are just one plugin that is a lot of plugins that only one plugin the cost is more than 79 euros, but here what I'm giving you is a lot of plugins, infinite plugins, and also you can create your own plugins, and you can create patches to use in your live sessions or for mixing, or you can reuse things that other guys that made with MNodes, and there are a lot of things that comes with MNodes. So yeah, 79 euros and no deals. And there is another reason, because there will not be deals about MNodes. Because I understand that if you buy something on the beginning at least, and you see this project 3 or 4 or 8 months later in a cheaper price, it doesn't feel good or nice, because why you pay more and then the project is cheaper in the future. So I believe that this is fair for the users to get a price, maintain this price, and then if you buy this in the future, you probably will have to pay more, but this doesn't have any effect to the people that buy the project now. So this is something that I believe that it's good for the users, and yeah, I don't like the offers thing, how the user can feel if you see the project then cheaper. So Andy Nicholson says, I'm not a fan of the constant plugin Predator FOMO sale. I appreciate and I approve your position on this. Thank you very much. Yeah. I have to be strong with this decision, because there is a thing, of course, my brand has there are people that I know my plugins, and there are shops that has more audience and has a big impact than me, and sometimes these other pages that I work, resellers, it's kind of mandatory to make some offers, because if not you are not in. But I've been talking with them and everything is good, and they accept this 79 euros offer, but there is a small thing that I have to do to be in those pages, not in all, but what the solution for being there without doing a deal of MNodes and expose MNodes in those pages is probably I will give some gift like Nova Grid. If you buy this, you get Nova Grid for free, but not much than more, and it not gonna be the rule, okay? But that's the point. In my page, yes, maybe you can find in the future bundle of plugins and maybe everything is cheaper, but the price of MNodes from now and not always, sorry, today will be 79 euros. In the future it will have a bigger cost because we will be working to improve the tool and make more cool nodes and make more examples and create tutorials and create more options. And so this is a live this is a dynamic project that it will be changed over the years. Also yeah, and that's the point actually. So let me see. You can create hype and provide value for users in so many ways. Constantly fighting everyone else for attention throughout sales is not a good for the developer, reseller, or consumer. Peter, you are on the list. Well, I think if you are on the list, that means that you are on the list, but you are not accepted, so apologies. So about the release. First, let me see if I have some points to touch about that. Yeah, another point that I have to talk first is the thing about the hub. If you don't know what is the hub is a place where you have access from the MNodes itself, but also you can, if I find this here, you can have access in the page of Marionette Wall. Not right now because this is only for beta testers, but you will, when you buy, when you have a license, you will have access to this place. And MNodes Hub is a place where you upload your tools and you can download other tools from other users and review and comment. Probably I have to add some button to share instruments. So when you have a license, you have access to, of course you have access to upload always, there is no problem of restrictions, but for upload there is a restriction which is for now 2 gigabytes. That there are this is so many tools that you can upload here, so in general the tools, the presets here are super small, but this is a point right now. Since the storage, it has a price. I don't know what will be the impact of this of this tool and how it will be in the end, so I can't predict that, but I have to be careful about that things and don't give infinite storage for everybody. If not, I can have problems. Okay. So yeah, this is the hub. The cool thing about the hub is that you can upload here your projects, and then these projects are featured here inside MNodes. So this is alive. And then you can go here and download the projects and use it here, the projects inside your MNodes directly. So you upload here, and then you have here and here. Everything is synced. So this is a nice place to upload your projects and get audience to can use your projects and rate and download. Okay. This is the hub. More points. points. More points. Let me see. Well, by the way, to download, there is no restriction. You can download as many plugins as you want. Probably in the future, my idea is to add also a shop inside here and give access to other developers to sell their projects here. But here, the point is that probably if you use this area to sell your plugins, I have to see how it will be. The fees and all that things, because this has a maintenance. So yeah, I want to be clear with you. That's the thing. That's for me super important. If not, I can have yeah, I won't be transparent. Well, hi Benjamin Science Birth. Hola Phil Mac. Solo paso a saludar aún en ruta. Un saludo, enhorabuena nueva del de trabajo. Hola. I think 79 is high and pay maybe 49. I like your stuff, but I'm not sure I can use it in what I do. Okay, that's okay. That's perfect. So if you're not sure, you don't have to buy it. That's totally perfect. Yeah. The deal is right now 79 euros. In the future, we'll see. So really, the real cost is higher. But I believe. But yeah, if you can use it, don't buy it. That's absolutely perfect, and I understand that position. That's perfect. No problem. So, that's a good point from Parboil Rice. Rent to own will be great for persons who are not sure. That's a good point. I didn't thought about that. Of course, I thought about a subscription and something like that, but there is another thing. No subscriptions. Not subscriptions, and that's it. But rent to own is another thing that maybe can be interesting. Yeah, rent to own, it's yeah. But think about one thing, guys. I'm one guy solo doing all the stuff, and there are a lot of things to manage. So rent to own is another layer of complexity about pricing, sell, how I can distribute that, how I charge for that. So probably in the future that's something that we can do. But if you buy one time, it's 79 euros today. In the future will be more. About the rent to own, we'll see how it everything goes. Okay. Let me see more things. But yeah, also there is another point that if you create something with MNodes, you don't have to use the hub. So you can use the hub, of course, and download the things from the hub always. No problem for that. And you can upload things on the hub. But if you want to sell a project created with MNodes in your page, that's totally okay. Zero problem. So if you create a project, a plugin with MNodes, and you want to sell, you don't have to pay me. So you create your plugin, your library, your sampler, your MIDI thing, your sequencer, and you can sell this, and you don't have to pay me. Okay? Only if you use my hub, I will charge a fee, but I don't know exactly these numbers. I'm not sure right now, but we'll see. We will see. let me see a comment. Merca Music. Is there any commercial licensing issue if you use third-party tools from the other dev selling tools from the hub? Well, if you mean that, for example, you can use the plugin host, and here you can add your plugins inside the plugin host, so you can use it, and also this can be added in the, so you can share this with these plugins, but in the end I'm not responsible of what you sell exactly with that. I'm responsible of MNodes. But if you want to create presets, at the end the user must have the plugin installed, must have a license. If not, if it doesn't have the plugin, the user that buys your project created with other BSTs in your patch, you can't open the project. I mean the project, no, the plugin inside. So if I don't have pigments, for example, and I share this patch with you, yeah, that's a thing. You need to have a license of other tools that goes inside. But if you use nodes, not VST things, and you create your own nodes, and you use these nodes, that's no problem. So you can use everything inside excepting the BSTs from others, but it's better, I believe. I think Muglala, I think 79 is perfectly reasonable considering how much brain power went into it. Other manufacturers will easily charge 250 for something like this. I agree. Is this going to be released for iOS? No, at least from now. What I want to release for iOS, I have this in mind and I want to do it, is release Nova Grid, which is the other project, because I have this pending to do. I have to make the port, but probably in 1 or 2 days I can have this ready, the Nova Grid for iOS, and as a standalone and AUB3 plugin. And for macOS, yes, this will be available for Mac and Windows. Also, I have some emails asking me if I will release this for Linux, and the answer is no. No, because I don't know Linux and I don't have access to Linux. Sorry, but for now it's not. I'm trying to do the things easier, not easier, but because this is not easier to build and ship, but for now macOS and Windows. Yeah, Windows 10 and macOS, I don't know what's the first version that you can use, 10.4 or 14 or something like that. Yeah, yeah, standalone version. That's another thing. This will be released as a standalone, and also so it will be it comes with, it will be well, for Windows it will be BST3 instrument and effect and standalone. For Mac it will be audio unit, effect, audio unit, instrument, BST3 effect, BST instrument and standalone. And probably I will add a version of audio unit for Logic to get MIDI effect, because MIDI effect is a different format that use Logic to manipulate the MIDI, you know, like arpeggiators and chord generators and things like that are MIDI effect. But yeah, probably I will add another build for Logic for MIDI effect. Harry will say, have you seen this video of MSH? Curious on your thoughts, as it's very similar, just price it at $200. Well, 199. I don't know that project. I see this project recently in some. I think somebody shared this on the Discord. And yeah, I've been watching, and yeah, it's similar, but here there are things different, because with this plugin you can create your plugins, and also there is the lab. That's a nice point, and you can yeah, there are a lot of, well, to be honest, I'm not sure about the other project, so I can't talk much, but MNodes has a lot of interesting things, I believe, and it will be growing over the time. So yeah, MNodes. About the date of the release, I'm not sure, because I'm waiting for a paper, a bureaucratic paper to a thing, which not depends on me about to sell this complicated thing. But when I have everything ready, the project it's I believe is close to the release, because I'm doing a lot of fixes these days and adding more nodes and shaping everything. So my idea is, yeah, not more than 2 months before the end of July, this must to be ready and out for everybody. So now we can see here the new things that I've been working and adding in MNodes. All the options, so you comment, yeah, everything is can you show us something that can be done in a DAW with modulators? Can't be done with I don't know all the DAWs in the world, so not sure. Here you can do almost all. Probably in Cubase there are some limitations that there are not inside MNodes, and you can use MNodes inside Cubase, for example, or in other DAWs, or maybe build. I know that with Reaper you can create some scripts and some plugins. I never touched that area. Or for example, in Ableton Live, you can use Max for Live. That's good, but maybe I'm not sure. So here you can do almost all. About a Bitwig, I'm not an expert of Bitwig. I can talk much about, for example, the grid. But I believe with Bitwig you can do millions of things. But what you can do is create custom UIs and share these UIs. And you can create a plugin just clicking one button. One button creates a plugin for you, and then you can share. And also there are, the hub and a lot of nodes that I added, and plugins that that I will create. I will be sharing with you in the hub. For example, this is a plugin. This is a plugin itself, so you can use this and share this and create animations and create this random music. This is all created with MNodes. Is it a BST? Yes. Is it a BST? Are there any notes for MP type stuff? Not right now. Not at this moment. But yes. To be honest, I bought a MP keyboard like 3 months ago, but I don't know why it never arrived. This keyboard. There are some problems, I don't know why, but yes, I want to get. I bought this small MP keyboard, and I'm waiting to get it and start. Adding, and because I need this MP keyboard just to test things and create notes. But yes, it will be MP in the future. Yes. Jogifish01. So the plugin autoplays. This plugin, yes, but there are more plugins, and it will be more plugins to process audio, instruments. For example, there is another tool here that I created with MNodes effect, which is this one. This is a mastering tool, for example. So every possible plugin can be created with MNodes. Can you go over the notes that made the stars preset? Yes, I can review this in a moment if you like. Hayden Lombro. I wonder if there is a spectral stuff in it. Well, there is an analyzer, but I have many notes about creating some FT things and other things. Okay, but it's not ready yet. I think 79 is a great price, Mario. Thank you so much. Beats and guitars. Yes, I think so too. Okay, I use a lot of plugins with multi-channel outputs. Will they still maintain that? Well, right now I'm using there is right now at this moment is just 2 audio ins and 2 audio outs, and also the MIDI, the raw MIDI that comes from the 16 channels. But yes, I can add more outputs and more inputs. Yes. When will it be available to buy? I hope. Thank you for the question. Before the end of July. That's must be before the end of July. We are advancing, so we are moving forward quickly these days, because since we are in beta, I'm having an excellent feedback from the beta testers, and yes, we are doing a lot of work. JM Sof applied to the beta but did not receive an invite. Will there be a second round of beta testing opportunities? Not sure. I don't think so, to be honest, because since we are 20 people right now, it's so the feedback is balanced, is enough. I can absorb this. But if I add more people, I can have so many questions and requests. And yes, of course, in the future, when the plugin will be released, I will be open to more requests. But probably in the beta is closed, and it will be not gonna be a second round. Sorry. Oh, it's 4:20 a.m. in Australia, and I'm here for this. Thank you very much, Expressive Majory. Thank you so much. Here is 8:21 p.m. Yes, here in Barcelona. Yes, the segment dynamic returning. Yes, yes, we can show that. Yeah, we can touch that. Yeah. So, well, MNodes is here. I added new things based on the feedback of the beta testers. For example, now we have this button, this volume here. I added this limiter here. This point is for adding a limiter in the end of the signal, because if not, you can have some clipping things. And also I add this panel, so this preset controller here, where when you click here, you can look for your presets and load, share, load, mark as a favorite, and search for presets. So it's everything here, your presets, and also I add this icon here just to get some information here. So the good thing about that is, so if you, for example, there are two modes in MNodes, which is this editor mode where you patch and create your UIs, etc. There are these two panels. And then there is this perform mode where there is the plugin. So if you are here right now, this is cutted because here we have this button, because it says that there is a new version available, but actually it's not available new version, because this is the last version. But this is 0.9.8 version, but MNodes is detecting that there is a different version on the cloud. And then from here you can load new plugins and an experiment and search by tags. Or if not, you can do it from here, from the hub or from the library. And also here in the hub you will find this what's new, that when there is a new version, you come here and you can check and you can download your new version from your account. And here you will see all the new things and added and changed from the new version. So really convenient. And yeah, here in the hub you have the projects, and then you have here this feature that this is a special place for to get more visibility. Probably in the future we can make some like what's the name? Probably what's the name? Or use the translator. A contest. Yeah, maybe in the future we can make a contest and add here the winner of this contest or something like. So there are spotlight too. Yeah, a contest. Maybe we can make a contest and put here the best, because there's another thing that I want to do. I want to create a forum, public forum. Because yeah, we have the Discord, which is okay, it's fine. Discord works fine, but I think it's more private thing. There are people that don't want to come to the forum, to the Discord, sorry, because you need a different login, all the things. But in the forum, the idea is that if you have MNodes and you have an account in Marionette Wall, you can write and ask for things, and yeah, you have a question, you can comment there. But if you don't have an account, you can go also to the forum, and maybe you have some questions, you can find your questions there, and you don't need to get an account. Okay. How about an early release at current price followed by a price increase to motivate early purchases? Yeah, this is something that I thought that this is, there is another thing that right now I want to be focused on get the things that we have as perfect as I can, everything working fine, and adding this purchase, this early access, this is another more task to my stack, and I prefer to focus on fixing what we have, and then we will release the tool. Probably, maybe, the things for me, I'm doing the things. Sometimes it's not programmed the things, and I improvise. But my objective right now is finish MNodes, then jump to the hub, finish the hub because the hub is giving us some problems. The forum, and then I have to build more projects and create a video promotional, these things it's a lot of work. So I think, okay, let's see. So press the info here, you can see the info of the project. Yeah, about this preset, somebody asked in the chat that if I can go through this preset, these nodes, and it's not too complex here. What we have here is subgraphs, and the subgraphs has we are generating nodes, okay, from global position. Here we have the transport, and then we get all the information from the DAO, from the host, and then this transport with position is just triggering nodes in a scale. In this case, is F Dorian, and then we are generating random nodes, and here we have a small synthesizer that I created here, which is an FM synthesizer. And also there is a random, each node triggers a random pan. So it's going left, down each node, and it's creating this. And so this is repeated 4 times actually. And in the end here we have a breakpoint limiter, just to limit the sound. and a gate, so just in case that we want to stop the sound. And yeah, also we have here the UI with all the things. About the news, if you are aware about the other versions, the new menu bar is added in this version, which is, I believe this is really convenient. Have this here, the presets, and this button, and this volume, and this limiter. This is new, and this update, when there is, there is no update, this will be hidden. Of course, also I had a lot of not a lot of requests, but I have requests about the MIDI CC, to control the MIDI CC, and then I added this node MIDI CC extract and MIDI CC inject, so you can get the MIDI CC from your external MIDI, and then I'm gonna move here. And then so you can get the MIDI and use the value that is assigned to this MIDI CC and get the value. And then if you want to re-add the value to the MIDI, so here you have this note, so you can send MIDI CC from MNodes, or receive it and use it for your things, to modulate things here inside MNodes. Another thing that I added in this version, actually this version is, the beta testers don't have this version yet, is this layer window. It was added, but right now we have this group thing that you can, for example, grab these two and group this thing, this both, and then you have this linked and can be changed. So it's like Photoshop or something like that. So, and this is an empty folder, and you can group this. This is also really convenient to hide and block these projects. Okay, or you can change this and scale. And here you have this, and also the order behind or back is also depending on how is on the list. This will change the order. The master strip limiter is there, and and a lot of fixes and corrections are done in this version, but it's not ready yet. Review preset panel again, Mario. Let me see some questions. Can you explain the reason for having RR audio connections between nodes? They are separate that are separate instead of one single connection, which will be quicker to connect. I get the point, but what I want to give you in MNodes is total flexibility, and total flexibility means that you can control each channel by separate, and this is why it's not all in the same channel, because maybe you want to use mono. Of course, I can think on nodes to convert one signal to two signals and all that things, but for now what I want to give you is full flexibility and full access to the both channels, always independent, like a real wall audio. So here you have one channel, and here you have the other channel, and maybe you want to send something from here and something different from that channel. Ambisonic inside of MNodes. well, maybe it's something that can be interesting in the future, but I didn't think. Right now I'm more focused in creating a solid project and a versatile project to create plugins. But yeah, maybe in the future we can think about this technology. If it's nice, thank you. Mario, review preset panel again. Yeah, well. Review preset panel again. What happened with the preset panel? Here's the preset panel, and then here is the preset panel too. Well, yes, a connector to with one cable with 2 channels. That was my first objective, but yeah, maybe in the future we will see. So as I say, this is something that I want to get this evolving over the time. So and work a lot and get some and get feedback like I did with MNodes. So people request things, and if I see that that is interesting, so I add this feature. Why not? So audio is only 2 channels. Please consider multi-channel audio in and out in the future. Yeah, that's a nice request actually, and I think this is something that I have to have ready for the release, for the first release. Yes, multi-channel. I think that's important. Also, if you want to use the sidechain things, and I think this must be added. Yeah, I agree. So about the is there a support for using .tan files for media scales? No, but maybe it's interesting also adding that. With the connections between MNodes, have you thought about adding an arrow on the line to show the flow direction of media audio? You can then animate it when media audio is following up. Yes, I thought about that, but there is a thing that here in MNodes, probably one static line is good idea, but animate the cables and adding more animations for the type of engine that what I'm building. I mean, I'm using Juice here, and we are rendering all the things using the CPU. Adding more animations in the UI can be problematic in terms of performance. So what I want is fluid UI, and if I add animations in all that places, we can get problems, not problems, but some CPU spikes and more slower, and this is why I didn't add this type of arrows and animations. But again, we will see what we can do in the future. So the idea is improve all the things possible in MNodes, but step by step. Let's see one thing then. Somebody yeah, maybe it could be a UI option. Yeah, that's a good idea, because if you have problems, you can maybe come here and the settings, and yeah, just here in the wires maybe you can yeah, maybe it can be interesting. We will see. Yeah, an option. Yeah. So about the microtonal thing that somebody asked in the chat, we can see in action with this patch. We can remove that, and well, remove that, make the things cleaner. Even we can remove that, no problem. And then, sorry, I forgot to leave something here. Yeah. Let's see. I never made a project or a song with microtonal music, but I built some notes like that to get some microtonal. Okay, so for example, here you can have a cycle, a position, sorry, to cycle, which converts this position to a ramp. And then we can trigger a random white. Hey, Free Aventus. Let's just do it different. Let's use LFO. Okay, and then let's add a synthesizer here. Let's add a synthesizer like synth, and we can use this additive, for example. Oh, white. I think I have here this is a synthesizer that I created, an FM, and yeah, we can use this here. Okay, let's use this FM voice and CV track. I believe this can work. And then this out, let's map just to change the range from this LFO CV scope. Just to see, for example, here we have the out 0 to 1. So we know that this comes from 0 to 1, and we want to convert this from, this is in both, to 5, I believe. I did this long time ago, this node, so I don't remember. Ah, yeah, this is going super fast. So this is gonna sound really bad in the frequency. Let's move this slowly. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, and then let's hear what we have here, and also let's load again. This is a module of volume. Sorry, wait. What sign better? Oh, sorry. This can go here. Let's load a random. Let's load the transport robot. This is microtonal music. If we load a new one, oh, let's load a new game. Let's connect this here to change the divisions. Root audio, hey, what's up? So this is microtonal music actually. We need an envelope. CV on change. Just to get a trigger each time that this node is changed. White. We need better this. Trigger. Envelope. And here, slowly, we can build these trippy sounds. Sorry, this goes here. Envelope. And one more here. What we are doing right now is adding an envelope volume change to the nodes. Each node triggers an envelope. Thank you so much, Clean. On the scenes node, which has sign, triangle, square, etc., will you be adding usual noise waveforms? Yes. Well, actually, there are so many type of synthesizers that you can. So oscillators and synthesizers. For example, here you have the noises, brown and white and pink, and then you have sauce, you have a face for 6, square, triangle, and also there are synthesizers ready to use like that. Not synthesizers, excuse me, a combination of oscillator. For example, we have this additive, which is yes, you can use different partials to create a sound combining signs. Drum machines, fart machine, FM voice, format synthesizers, car plus strong, algorithm subtractive, super show, wavefold. There are many wavetables. So, and you can also add your custom wavetables inside, just dragging and dropping. But yeah, this is for right now. We are running this patch with and yeah, you can also add yeah, OTT. You can load your OTT here and create a plugin with this OTT. There are modules, O and Flutter, sorry. You can use multiple connections and then connect here and drag and drop and connect here, and here you have this is a custom module that I created, so this will be also it's like a library from MNodes. It will be included like that. Oh, there are some clicks when I change the volume. I have to fix that. Yes, so for the noises, we can use a noise. Well, you can also right click and with this palette you can quick load a noise, for example this pink noise. Yeah, use that like that, and we can use this, for example, that to trigger a hi-hat. Is there a notes module just to keep some text reminders? Yes. There is a comment, for example, blah 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 blah, and here you have a comment. This is one option, and well, here also you can change the font size, the type of the font, well, the font weight, alignment. Where do you want the text, the color, the background? If you want a border or not. Right now it's selected. Border, border color, or randomize. Right now it doesn't work because everything is locked. And there is another thing interesting, which is about film strips. But yeah, this is following the DAO. But also you can use internal, and then you can add an LFO to another LFO and make super crazy things like that. For example, 150. Oh, sorry, this one doesn't accept BPM, but I can do that. CV2 data. Crazy. Sorry if you answered this, but how many nodes total? Right now we are around 250, but it will be more. How much? 250, sorry, 250. 250. How much is this thing? 79 euros. Well, if you go here in the page, okay, I have to go private. If not, if I'm logged, you can find some information here about the nodes. And well, this is here a video that I made, nodes, and then you can see some information about the price. I have to make some changes here, but yeah. Well, it's not ready yet, okay, but it will be soon, I hope. Yeah, this is microtonal music, but yeah, this is one thing that you can do. So this is a patch. You can create a plugin and you don't have to be here, never. You can add this to the UI. So So for example, this channel can be to the UI, to front panel, and then when you click here, you have your UI here. And you have the other one, you can add it to the front panel. And this to the front panel. And then you can add, for example, widget text. Add this to the front panel and say 3p rhythm or something like that. I don't know if this, okay. Oops, I forgot. Sound, yes. Oh, I'm having problems here. Okay, I have to fix that. But here we have the 3p sound. Probably there are typos here, okay? But yeah, there is a problem with this node, I see. Yeah, you can change that. And when this project is ready, this is super simple. You go here, and then here you have your plugin. Okay, I can link this, but Friendly comment from a loyal customer. What is the value proposing versus max MSP and pure data? There are kind of similars. I believe here that what we have here is something more with more abstractions, and also there is a really nice point. Well, for example, MNodes, I think that doesn't have this type of editions, and it's not. I believe it's easier to use this, at least for the beginners, of course. And also there is something interesting, which is the lab. We can see the lab right now if you want. For example, let's load a new MNodes here, effect, and when you are here, you can go to lab, okay, and then you can here select a recipe and build a new project with UI included. So when you press here, you create, in this case, generate. Here you have a full plugin created from just one click, and if you press again, you have a new plugin. In this case, we are using this effect as a, in the recipe we are using space, but you can use different things like motion. Or weight. Or you can use night, transform, and add everything at the same time, and then full complexity. Is it GPU heavy? Can M4 Mini handle it? Well, yes. But the limitations, it will depend on your computer. So yeah, each time that you press, you have a new plugin. Then you can come here if you want and change things and move and change how it looks, like that. You can change colors, you can change millions of things here, the name. If you don't like, generate a new one. If you don't like the UI, you can regenerate the UI only. And when you are happy with that, like that, you can save this as, and then you can save it or export it. This one is random lab plugin. You add your things, you can load your image here, and then you can save that. And here you have your random lab plugin. Then if you want, you can edit how the things are. For example, here I can open as a perform mode. You can open in two modes in edit, which is that shows all the graph and this UI. Or when you open and then when you share this project with somebody, when it opens the plugin, it will load in perform mode, which is like that. And here you have your plugin. Can I process samplers? Granular synthesis? Yes, there is a granular sampler. Yes, and yeah, we can see the granular module if you want. Yeah, why not? So, and don't forget that we are using also a plugin in the master for mastering. This is created with MNodes. This is MNodes with a plugin that it will be included in the library, in the hub, and then we are generating this patch, this crazy patch here, and super easy to create plugins. And then where is the plugin? The node here, and then you can add one more. And this is your project, your plugin, ready to use here. So microtonal, techno music, experimental, EDM. So yeah, about the modular. Yes, let's see the modular. For example, we can load a new MNodes here, and there is a granular like that. And this granular can be played from your keyboard as a polyphonic instrument. But also you can just reproduce sounds here. Let's load something, a sound like for example that. We can load here, and then here we have this. Let's remove that. Oh, the fans of my computer are running hot. And then you can add a gain stereo and an audio out, and here you can maybe not the best sound to that, but let's see. With a delay and stereo sounds better. Need to get ready to work. Expressible Magery. Thanks. Have a nice day. Phonographist, can you, for example, use an LFO inside one plugin instance and control something in a different plugin instance? Yes. You can use it probably with CC. You can create an LFO. You can use a CC. Inject. Connect this here, and probably you can make something like that. This node is kind of new, and then you can send this MIDI to another preset, excuse me, another plugin. Or you can use a plugin host inside if you want, and then you can control like Harmony Bloom. And then here you can, for example, change the number of nodes. So when I click, I show and I expose this in the. Well, in this case, MIDI is not a good idea for that, but you can, for example, use that and manipulate the value, like that. Okay, I don't know why this is not running right now. Not sure why it's not running right now, but I think there is a bug here or something. Yeah, I've been doing some fixes recently on that area, but it's weird that it doesn't work right now. Yeah, this is a bug. And then like, yeah, I think there is a bug here. This one it works, but yeah, sorry, yeah, this is because we are running here like that. Yeah. So then you can send this to another plugin host inside MNodes, and you can send the MIDI. I press like that. This is too quick. And then you can, yeah, let's load the pigments here. You can send this here and here. Okay. Hello. And then you can trigger here. Well, actually you can do many things. I forgot to say that in this live stream that there are a lot of MIDI tools, MIDI chords, MIDI scales, MIDI generators, arpeggiators, and yeah, ready to use. I know grid copies itself for every polyphonic voice, so it always has polyphonic per voice effect. What about this? It's not a necessary thing, just asking. That's a good question, and yeah, this is already added in MNodes. For example, there is, if you want to create let's create a new instrument, and I can show you also something cool and something about related with the polyphony, which is something super important. I'm going to save that, stars, and here create a new project. I leave this sounding because just to get something in the background, sounding. And then let's create a synthesizer, okay, like an additive. Excuse me, let's create a module, okay, polymodule. Polymodule actually does that, creates a polyphony inside this subgraph. So you create that, and then inside you double click, go inside, and you have your MIDI in and your audio outs. And then you can create, for example, this additive synth. This is an oscillator, a combination of oscillator, but it's one sound, okay, one voice. And then let's create an envelope, and then a signal multiply, because we need to multiply both signals. And then, well, I'm gonna duplicate the output. And here MIDI to CV to control the frequency, and then the gate. And yeah, actually we can add this on the front panel of the module panel, and then add to module panel, and here you have this polyphonic synthesizer. Okay, we'll see right now something interesting, but I'm going quicker. And here you have a note which is a polyphonic note. And then we can add, for example, a MIDI scale here, just to get everything in key. And right now what we have here, excuse me, I need an audio out. We have here, well, I have here my keyboard. And this is polyphonic, okay? So this is polyphonic, and then you build this one time, and then you have polyphony of voices. The number of voices are in the spector can be changed from here. Right now we have 4 voices, but you can have up to 16 voices, and this is optimized also to don't ask for too much CPU. And also another thing interesting that we can do here, this is really cool, is about film strip. Film strip is a node that you can load here film strips that can be created. For example, here in my page, there is right now here there are some tools to create some film strips. And again, you can randomize this and add it to your MNodes project. This control to get this type of UI. Right now I'm randomizing, but you can be more precise with the changes. Okay. And then when you find something that you like, you can press export. Let me see, there are some questions. Oh, wait. It doesn't have a number because the things looks like you can make a wall drag. Yeah. No. The question is it reasonable? Because these things looks like you can make a wall track from start to end with it. Have you tried it? Let's say 30 to 48 tracks in instances? No. I didn't try this, but the other day one tester made a really cool test stress and also sent me a PDF with all the information, and everything works really well, and this is what it says, the numbers at least. It makes sense that you could load MNodes effects inside of an instrument node, but how is that you are loading pigments, a third-party VST inside a node instrument? Well, you can modulate and create a lot of variations with third-party plugins. Yeah, there is another option. Why not? So there are a lot of people that actually love that feature, I believe, and so there are other tools like Patcher in FL that does that. Maybe this could be more intuitive. I'm like that. There's quite a lot of time consuming jumping around and typing back and forth. Well, I still think this will be good. Of course, you have to see, but yeah, again, there is a. Right now, I'm working super quick, but it will come with a lot of examples and a lot of projects. And if you don't want to create something with your graph, you don't need it. You just can go to the perform mode and then load plugins here and use these plugins and never touch the graph and code anything. So then the thing is that the film strip, yeah, we don't load that. This strip, this is an image, and then here you have the film strip that we created, 1 second ago, here in the page, in Marionette Wall. Here, there is this tool to create film strips. So right now we create that, and then here I download the image and I charge here the image, and you can, for example, change the gain of that here. Sorry. Sorry if this was asked before, but can your layer sound patchers? Is there an internal mixer? Well, is there everything you want? You can create your mixer if you want, but yeah, you can put different layers and add channels and create a mixers. Yeah, everything is possible here inside the node. For example, here I have a channel, but if I create a module like that, I can cut and copy and add this to the module panel, and then here you have, well, we must do more, but this is an example of what is a mixer. You can create a mixer, but then this mixer can be this is the looks that it has right now, but you can edit this and make this that looks like you want, like change the appearance and then here you have your custom channel. Right now we just change one, but yeah. Brett K, seriously impressive. Thank you so much. Fish, is MStrip Studio a separate program? Yes, it is a separate program, but it's available for everybody right now. It's online, so I can drop this on the message, on the chat. Sorry, so you can come here and create your tools if you want, as your knobs and 2D and 3D, and then you can create the sliders and buttons. And this tool, Sheldon is around, and then you can share this one or subscribe, and export these PNGs and save it for your future projects inside MNodes. But also there is another thing that we can do here. Is that since this is a widget film strip, we can load this type of images created with this is a film strip. Film strip is a common image which is like that. This is a film strip. This is the same image but with different positions, and then you can use that inside. So this is a common way to offload how it looks an op inside your project. So from that you can be super creative and create cool things. For example, let's see something. Let's see if I find an image. The other day I was trying with my brother something film strips. What's that? Okay, I can load the film strip, and I created a small movie. And then you can, sorry, I create a small movie with an AI, I don't remember what, and then I create another tool here, which is video to film strip, where you can load an image here, and this will create automatically this kind of image film strip, and then this image can be loaded here right now, right like this. And here what we have here is a film strip image, which is an like a movie. What's that? also this can be controlled like that. And then I can add this to the front panel and this to the front panel, and then create a plugin like that. Okay. Okay, this one doesn't look great, but you can also do a regular knob, so like that, and add to the front panel, and here we are. Oops. But the cool thing also is this image now is controlled by this knob, but of course there are presets here with a knob, which is fine, but what if you use the value of the envelope to control the image? Like that soup. Oh, let's use this one. Okay. But now I'm going quick. Okay, but I'm doing it fast. But here, what we can do is use this envelope to control this image like that. Audio to data, and we convert a value to a data that can be read from here. I believe this must be okay. And then what's that? Add this to front panel again. And maybe we can change the alpha. No, right now it's not affecting the alpha, but because we are with this, but we can change the alpha of that and change the alpha of that, which is, or yeah, like that. And then here we can go there, for example, in perform mode. And what's that? So here and we can so we are controlling this forest garden with the envelope. And then, yeah, we are triggering that. And of course, yeah, so millions of options. Also, we can add here a reverb or something, a vocoder, millions of options. And if you like that, you can come here again. And maybe here we should add also a reverb. There are 2 reverbs. And control the mix with the reverb. Or at a core generator. Can you create BU meters, peak meters? Well, yes, there are meters. There are different meters here, like this meter that also can be customized like that. Or there are analyzers like that, and this also can be added to the front panel. And yeah, let's change the that's the point. Then flowers, save, and here you have your preset, and if you want you can add an image or change the things related with this plugin, and then when this is ready you can upload this in the hub and then share this with everybody. So yeah, that's all for today. So MNodes, it's advancing, so it's running really fine right now, and I'm working a lot in fixing everything and have everything ready as soon as possible. And well, yeah, the price it will be 79 today, but maybe not tomorrow. Okay, so thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day or night or afternoon, and see you soon.